What's going on, everyone? So the Golden State Warriors stay alive. And credit the Warriors, right? They got the job done. They clearly wanted it more. Lakers, they competed, but they just weren't locked in defensively and just had all kinds of issues this game. Obviously, the Anthony Davis injury, that was a little bit of a scare, but everything seems to be okay. And we have a game six on the horizon. And with game six on the horizon, Lakers need to lock in and be focused. I originally said that I thought the Lakers would win in 6 games, that I thought the series would go exactly like the Memphis series. I actually thought the Lakers would win game five. I did make that video just because I was like, you know what? I really think we're going to see a different LeBron this game. And in many ways, we did, right? LeBron was great with 25 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, 2 steals. Turnovers killed us. You know, we didn't take care of the ball the way that we should had. We had 14 turnovers. Offensive rebounds really killed us. That was basically the factor. They out rebound us and killed us on the glass. We shot 48% from the field. They shot 51%. We shot 37% from three. They shot 37% from three. They also had 3 more threes than us. And we were even on the turnovers. They had 5 more assists. So, everything was pretty even across the board. Even the free throws. Warriors were 14 of 15. Lakers were 12 of 15. Now, that kind of is an interesting thing because, again, the Warriors took more threes than the Lakers again, and they ended up getting the same amount of free throws as us when we were the more aggressive team. But neither here nor there. We didn't lose this game solely on free throws and the refs. The Lakers just didn't lock in defensively, and the Warriors, defending champs, championship DNA, they wanted to go get this win, right? They didn't want to lose on their home court. And they did their job. Right now, we need to go to LA and we need to do our jobs. It's frustrating. It would have been nice to win game 5. The refs were very frustrating, but that's the game of basketball, right? The home whistle, the Golden State Warriors, all that stuff. We can't use that as an excuse. If the Lakers would have showed up, played their game, played their level of defense that we know that they can play, I undoubtedly believe the Lakers would have won this game. The Lakers have proven that they are the better team. And, outside of just like a few hiccups here and there, I truly believe that they are the better team. They even had a lead at one point through the second quarter and then just failed to close out down the stretch. Credit Steph for hitting some big threes there and kind of extend the lead. And then every time the Lakers kind of got back into it, Steph would hit a big shot or somebody would hit a big shot, which, again, you got to credit them. Draymond Green was spectacular in this game. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 7-11 from the field. He had 1 block, 2 steals. He did have 5 turnovers. But, he had the best offensive game he's had in, years. So, credit him. He showed up. Steph showed up. Wiggins showed up. He was great. I expect them to show up again. Right? You gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready for that. And guys didn't really show up the way we needed to. Right? D'Angelo Russell, he had a solid game, but he got into early foul trouble, and it hurt us. D'Angelo Russell shot 60% from the field. He was 6 of 10, 50% from 3, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But again, he ended up picking up those 3 early fouls. And we weren't able to play him and allow him to kind of get going early on. And it was a guy that would have been a real factor. Austin Reeves, he had another solid outing. Hopefully this continues. You saw Dennis Schroeder. Our guards had decent games. They didn't have great games. But they had decent games, right? Outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, no one was near 20 points. And we had several guys that Lonnie Walker had a rough game, which is a concern with playing him and getting him time. Rui wasn't super aggressive in this game. He only had 4 points. Our bench has to pick it back up, right? Having not counting Beasley and Gabriel and stuff like that in garbage time. just like the main three guys that played in Schroeder, Walker, and Rui. We only had, 22 points off the bench. It's not great, right? We're supposed to be one of the better bench teams, where they ended up having like 30, almost 36 points, something like that off the bench. So Lakers need to lock in. D'Lo has to continue to be great. The adjustment that the Warriors made with Gary Payton has worked, man. You got to give him credit. It's paid off. Gary Payton had 15 points last game. He had 13 points this game, 4 or 5 from the field. 6 rebounds, an assist, a steal, has played some solid defense, has given D'Angelo Russell some trouble. D'Lo's got to figure that out. He's a 3-level scorer. He's great. He's got to figure it out. Again, Lonnie Walker, if he's going to play, he's got to find that consistency, right? We got to find that consistency from Lonnie and the other guys, right? Lonnie had a great game, saved the Lakers season without a doubt. But this is a concern, right? He struggled on the defensive end and he was inconsistent on the offensive end. 2 of 6, 0 of 2 from 3. And he got good shots, he got good looks, but this was an issue that he had. That's why he wasn't playing as frequently as many wanted him to do. Austin Reeves, we need him to continue to be aggressive, continue to find his spots, continue to put pressure on the defense and try to, draw contact, get guys in foul trouble. We were having some success early on, like Draymond picked up some early fouls and then apparently just couldn't foul again the rest of the game. But nonetheless, he got some early foul trouble. Gary Payton got in some foul trouble. We got to keep putting the pressure. I mean, at one point you had Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green all with 3 fouls, which were 3 guys that were giving the Lakers trouble, right? Kevon Looney was getting all kinds of offensive rebounds. Jordan Poole had a solid game for the Warriors in the scoring department. Not a great game, but he was solid for them. And we gotta play our game. We lock in, our guards show up, our guards play the game that we know that they can play. LeBron James and Anthony Davis play the level that we know that they can play. The Lakers are going to win Game 6. I fully believe that the Lakers are the better team. I believe that they have shown that they are the better team. I believe that they will go into LA and get the job done. Same thing I said in the Memphis series. I feel this way in the Golden State series. Lakers, I have full faith in to get it done. Lakers play better at home. Warriors are really rough on the road. They've been rough in the Lakers series so far and in those games. And I expect that to continue. I don't see that changing any other way. Now, that doesn't mean that the Warriors are just going to lay down. That doesn't mean that the Warriors are just going to say, well, we're a terrible road team, blah, blah. But look, it's been a trend all year with the Warriors. The Warriors lose, they're likely losing on the road, right? It's a trend that has happened all year long. And so I expect the Warriors to lose on the road. That's just how it's going to go. This dynasty is going to end. It's going to likely end on the road because that has been their biggest issue. Guys stepping up. Klay Thompson has been really struggling. I know Game 6 Klay, a lot of people I'm sure are going to be really concerned with that. He hasn't been Game 6 Klay in a while. His last 3 Game 6 playoff performances, he scored 10 points or fewer. So he's been struggling a lot this series. Now there is always the fear. It is Klay Thompson. There is always the fear that he picks it up and starts shooting the lights out, which could happen. But again, you make it difficult. You make the adjustments. You do what you got to do. I expect the Lakers to get it done. Steph Curry's going to show up. He's been struggling to shoot the 3 ball. He's been aggressive and just been great at playmaking. He had a 27-point game again with 8 assists. And he's going to play his game. You got to weather the storm. You got to expect that at least Steph, Klay, Wiggins, and Draymond are going to show up. You got to expect that those 4 guys are going to play the best games that they can play. And I believe wholeheartedly that LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and Austin Reeves can match that level. I do. I absolutely do. And then, at that point, all you need is, Dennis Schroeder and Lonnie Walker and Rui Hachimura and Beasley or whomever else they decide to play. All those guys, you expect them to go and just make up the difference, right? That's all you can ask for. I expect Anthony Davis very likely to play 44 minutes or something like that. Same thing with LeBron James. I expect LeBron James to probably play 44 minutes, if not more. This will probably go exactly like we saw in Game 6 against Memphis, where, hey, we got to really lock in on our main guys. They're going to play as many minutes as possible. If it's a blowout, you get some rest. If it's not, it's a hard-fought game, then you're going to have to play, right? Because you don't want to go to Golden State for a Game 7. Now, even if that does happen, I still believe the Lakers win the series. I don't see the Lakers losing 3 straight games. But Game 7s, anything can happen. Warriors would have all the momentum at that point. They would be at home at that point. You don't want to put yourself in that position, right? Especially this Lakers team with little experience. You don't want to end up having to rely on a lot of inexperienced guys who have been inconsistent to have to. You got one game where you can't be inconsistent, right? Otherwise, you're going home. So I need to see the Lakers have that sense of urgency that we saw in Game 6 against Memphis, which I believe they will, and I believe the Lakers will win the game. But anyway, as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comment section below.